Weekly Sauce, episode 67. 66 was in the books. We had John Hollywood Sweeney on, calling out everybody and their grandmother, calling out Jake Paul, calling out Gervonta Davis, calling out Peter Yan, Aljamain Sterling. But he has a fight against Leonard Morales coming up at SMMA. You said, Alex, and Showcase MMA. Yeah. That's down south. I think it's in Georgia. You said it was. So good luck to John Sweeney. It was an awesome episode. If you have a chance to go watch it. But as usual, this episode is brought to you by Mike's BBQ Rub. Visit Mike's BBQ Rub MTL.com and use hot sauce 10 for 10% off the entire site. Episode 67. This is a guest we tried to have on a couple weeks ago. Didn't work out. Tried that on last week. Scheduling conflicts, but we finally have him on. A beauty of a guest, Andre Petroski, fresh off the Ultimate Fighter, newly signed with the UFC. 1-0 in the UFC so far with a crazy KO. How's it going, buddy?
Good, man, and I apologize for the previous podcast not working out.
Nah, that's not your fault, man. We call Alex the intern, so we just blame the intern.
I like that.
Yeah, we'll just blame him. He was the mediator, so it's his fault. He wasn't hard on you enough to get you on the show. That's what it was. So what have you been up to, man? You're in your truck just chilling in New Jersey, or what?
Yeah, I'm in Jersey. We're heading to Tampa this weekend. We got 5 guys fighting between Thursday and Saturday. So Thursday is CFFC. My teammate Zurich is headlining the it's a 155-pound title fight. And then we have 3 guys on the flex fights on Saturday. So between we had 6, now we have 5. So between those 2, we'll be in Tampa all weekend.
That's sick. And what are you expecting? Yeah. I mean, these are guys that are training with you. What training camp are you out of right now?
Yeah, this is the Daniel Gracie blanket.
In New Jersey, not like associated with like Brunswick, New Jersey, or anything like that.
No. So our team consists of Jonathan Webbs is in Sewell or Washington Township in Jersey, and then Henzo Gracie's is in Philly and Kensington, and then it's Marquez MMA. It's like where we do most of the MMA training.
Okay. Who else is out of there that we would know?
Sean Brady, Jeremiah Wells, Pat Sabatini, and me would make 4 guys in the UFC.
And Sean Brady is he's special, man. He's an up-and-comer too.
He's great.
What are the sparring sessions with him like?
He's a beast, man. He don't really get tired much. He's a very strong grappler. It really took me a while to figure out what the fuck he was doing to me, to be honest. He was just, when I haven't been there that long, honestly. I've probably been there for maybe like a year. And I was away for I was away for 6 weeks, and then, so I haven't been there that long, but Sean is tough, man. Sean's definitely the best grappler. One of the best grapplers around, that I've gone with.
So you don't think that me training once a week, you don't think I can choke him out, or what?
I think you got him, bro.
Yeah?
Definitely got him.
See, I called out John Sweeney. He didn't answer. He's on answering the bell. I've called out Jake Shields. He hasn't answered yet. Nobody. Everybody's scared. I'm going to start calling out Sean Brady, and I'm going to say it was through you, Andre.
Jake Shields, huh?
I'm 250, 255, 5'9". You know, I think I could take some guys.
5'9".
Yeah. Monster.
You're 55 pound, right? Not 255.
So actually, goes into my next question. Is you're fighting at middleweight, but can you cut down? Are you able to get to 170?
Yeah. I mean, if it was an opportunity worth pursuing, I would. Yeah.
Oh, so
I can make 7.
You can make 70, yeah. That's good. I'd love to see you at 70. Not that I don't think you'd be successful at 85, but I think that at 70 with your body type, I think you'd kill people. Like, you look absolutely annihilate.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, if you gave me a rematch with Battle, I think I beat him.
Yeah,
I know that I can beat him. So, I was in a position to win the Ultimate Fighter at 185. Why would I, you know what I mean? Why would I stay? Why would I go down to 70?
There's no point, but it would be such a sick fight. You could probably go up and down if you're able to, Alex.
Yeah.
So how was your experience at the Ultimate Fighter? Like, what did you like and what didn't you like?
I really like the structure. A lot of guys didn't. A lot of guys really missed that, like having your phone, watching TV, doing whatever you want. But once I got like adjusted to it, I like it, to be honest. I like being away from the phone. It's like no distractions, and you can really just focus on, you really only have one job every day. It's just to get better. That's it.
You don't have any form of communication? Do you have your phone like once a week kind of thing? How does it work? What's the plan?
I hope I don't get in trouble, but like obviously there's like people have phones.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like they yell at you for sure, but like, I mean, you find a way, right?
It's just that you're not supposed to be just, they don't want you on the phones because they don't want you to like reveal what's happened on the show, right? That's pretty much it.
Not only that, but like, it just doesn't make for good TV.
Oh, if you have like a bunch of guys in the house on their phone,
right?
Like, yeah,
right.
I get that.
That's the same with they don't have TV or radio either. They're like, we can't have radio in the background because if there's a scene that they use and the radio is playing in the background, it's like copyright for that song, you know?
Oh, that's crazy. That's nuts.
Yeah, that was the one thing I missed the most.
Just like listen, just having background noise.
So my roommate was Trayshawn.
Okay.
And this kid's got the most angelic voice I've ever heard.
Really?
I shit you not. He's one of the best singers I've ever heard. And so he would start like singing stuff, and they would come in and be like, Trayshawn, you can't, like, that's a song, like, we all know what song that is. You can't be singing. It was crazy.
That's nuts. Even if you just sing the song, you lose copyright?
Yeah, because if there's like a scene that they use and Trayshawn singing, whatever, Bob Marley in the background, they can't use it.
It's too bad for Trayshawn too. We were hoping he would make the finals, Alex.
So in the first episode, the coaches were like walking around and they were asking the fighters, "Hey, which team do you want to be on?" And you said Team Ortega to Brian Ortega, "I want to be on your team." Was there a specific reason why?
If I'm being honest, he kind of just put me on the spot,
Okay.
But I am very glad that I did, to be honest.
Yeah.
They were. I'm very happy that I did make that choice, or that's how it panned out, to be honest.
So when I first started jiu-jitsu,
yeah, what was I gonna say? I don't really fuck with you, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what are you supposed to tell Volkanovski? Like, nah, I can't. Yeah. I don't like you, man. I'm not coming to your team. Fuck you.
Too fucking short for me. I don't know.
So when I started jiu-jitsu, like, let's say 13 years ago, I first started, like, the first thing I noticed when I would go online and I was obsessed with it was Henry Gracie.
Sorry, my mount fell off. We hit a bit of a bump.
It's all good.
I'm driving my roommate here to the airport. He's fighting on Saturday.
Oh, nice. Double interview.
Cameron Scalio. He's fighting amateur title, right? Yeah.
How much?
He's got a title fight. But go on. What were you saying about Ortega?
I was saying when I started jiu-jitsu 13 years ago, I was obsessed with watching like YouTube videos. I became obsessed, and the first person I noticed was Henry Gracie. He's like such a motivating guy. What was he like in person?
Dude, you couldn't have said it better. And you can see why his he killed it on Shark Tank.
Okay.
Because he's so like enthusiastic, and he's like so high strung, and just like that's how he is literally every time he's like teaching.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I literally got 2-hour privates with him like almost every single day.
That's nuts. I mean,
yeah, because everyone else was either one hurt or two cutting weight, and they didn't want to like do that shit.
Oh, and you were walking around like at a healthy weight, so you were good.
Yeah.
You didn't have to cut too much. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
How many triangles did Ortega get you in?
1 million. I've never been in a dominant position against Brian Ortega.
It's too bad, man. He's fucking sick. He's sick. Alex, do you have a question before I go on?
Oh yeah, hold on one second.
So,
Yeah. Actually, you go. You go.
So I was watching The Ultimate Fighter, and I was watching with my girlfriend, and my girlfriend, like, she rarely says that MMA fighters are good looking, and when she saw you, Andre, she's like, I'm down.
I'm on. Tell your
Yeah.
girlfriend that she is a wonderful person.
But now we have to fight, Andre. That's basically what I'm trying to say.
Well, naturally, of course.
We're gonna have to fight. But you seem like a nice guy, so I'll let you off the hook this time.
So here's a quick. So here's a quick rapid fire questions about the Ultimate Fighter. Who was the funniest out of all the fighters at the house?
Oh yeah.
By far, Josh.
Which one's Josh?
Yeah.
Josh
at Rittenhouse?
Rittenhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have like a running joke. Like when I first seen him, I was like, "Yeah, this dude's lame. I have no interest in getting to know this guy." And he turned out to be the funniest dude in the house.
So okay, I mean, I don't know if you want to say this, but which is the guy that you're like, I wouldn't fuck with this guy outside of the show?
Like fuck with him, fight him, or fuck with him, like be his friend.
Like, you know, like you who's the one person you can't like crack a beer with?
Honestly, like I didn't have really problems with anyone. Like they have problems with me. I don't have problems with other people.
That's a good answer. That's a beautiful answer. So, what do you do with that beard, man? Like, is it just
Dude,
like...
I do everything, man. I comb it every day. I put oil. I trim it. I dye it. Everything.
You dye it?
No, I don't do shit. What do you mean? I
Because I can't grow one. I mean, this is just like a week of not shaving, but like I got like a neck beard going. It's not good. Like I gotta.
because you're a boy.
I'm a boy.
That's why your girlfriend likes me.
I'm probably older. I'm probably older than you, Andre. That's the worst part. That's the worst part. I got a baby face, Andre. I got a baby face.
Okay, here's another one.
Girls like that too.
With a nasty heel.
Who was the best cook at the house?
Oh man. Trayshawn used to cook steaks every single night. He did cook good steaks. It depends. Like the Russians, they used to cook some like exotic foods that weren't bad at all. Like Cameron was actually a really good cook, and he cooked lobster tail a couple times. I would say Trayshawn was probably one of the best for the steaks, though.
And that guy is also built like a steak.
Yeah.
He's a monster.
He really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really is.
That guy's a beast. So what's next for you? I mean, we spoke about the house, but you're in the UFC. You're coming off a win in the Ultimate Fighter finale. What's next for you? Have they given you any insights? Have they offered you any fights? What's the situation?
No. I'm hoping to find out soon, though. But like I said, like I would really love to get on that November 6th card, Madison Square Garden. Obviously, that's down the road from me, and my people can come. But I think from what I'm hearing is it's basically full. But I'll be ready. If they call me short notice, they know I'll take it.
Do you have to fill out an application? Like, how does it work? You just text whoever matters.
Podcasts and tell them that I'm ready.
We'll send this one DM directly to Shelby, to Sean Shelby, Dana, and we'll tell him, listen, Andre, man, he wants it. He wants Rockhold if Sean Strickland can't go.
Yeah.
If you had to pick your one fight.
Dude, but I would take him out if I had to.
He is a good-looking guy, I will say. He looks like Luke Rockhold looks a bit like. I'm trying to think of the actor. But anyway, he's a good-looking guy. You just can't not acknowledge that. You know what I mean? Like he's a man piece. He's a man bomb. But other than him, who would you want to take on in the fight? And like, who's your ideal next fight if you had to pick one today? If he said, pick of the litter.
Mike Perry.
Why Mike Perry? I
just think it'd be an exciting fight. Like, he obviously likes to throw his hands and come forward.
He's a brawler.
And he can obviously take a beating.
He can. He could take a nice pounding. And he's also a beauty of a guy too. Like I would fuck with Mike Perry. I like that dude. I like that guy.
Yeah, he's not bad.
Yeah.
He's got nice.
What? What's your favorite submission and what's your favorite strike?
Shit, man. I go through like phases in jiu-jitsu where I'll like fall in love with, a couple moves, and then I'll be obsessed with like guillotines for like a month, and then I'll move on, and then I'll get really good at something else.
Other than MMA, have you competed in jiu-jitsu or kickboxing other than wrestling too? But anything like that?
I was 2-0 in kickboxing. I did the WKs and the USKs, and then I do jiu-jitsu matches all the time. I do. It was the Fight to Win, and then it became grappling. I'm actually on the Emerald City Invitational in December.
Nice. Okay, good.
It's in Jersey. It's 10K for the winner.
And it's who else is in that?
I don't know if you guys heard of it.
No, I have, yeah. But who else is in that?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
All right, we gotta check it out then. Is it on Flow Grappling? Do you know?
Yeah. I should know these things, and I don't.
Fight to Win was on Flow is on Flow Grappling. So is Who's Number One.
Yeah.
All that stuff. So I think Emerald is, but I'm not sure. If not, it's probably just on like YouTube Live or something like that. So we'll make sure to check it out and we'll share.
I mean, I don't understand how they would be able to give out 10K in prizes if they weren't on Flow.
Well, the thing is, Flow's prizes aren't that much. Like they don't pay a lot because they have so many guys now. It's growing. It's slowly getting better. But unless you're Gordon Ryan, you're not making a lot of money, so it's hard. And the thing is, Emerald is like a one tournament where Flow puts on an event, so all their money is spread out. With Emerald, it's a tournament, so it's 10K to the guy who wins the whole thing.
Right.
So after
that's a pretty good prize for a jiu-jitsu tournament.
Oh yeah, big time. I mean,
you tell me I don't even have to get punched in the face.
I've registered to one jiu-jitsu tournament where there was money, and I think it was like $500. I didn't even come close to winning it. Like it's in jiu-jitsu, it's so hard to get. There's no money to be made in jiu-jitsu unless you're legit a Brian Ortega or a Gordon Ryan, And even Brian Ortega didn't really compete in jiu-jitsu all that much. He was just doing jiu-jitsu and then started training MMA. So there's different realms of jiu-jitsu guys. There's the MMA guys like you who kind of go into jiu-jitsu tournaments like while they're doing MMA, but there's some guys that were just doing jiu-jitsu, making no money, and then use MMA to make money. And there's so many different avenues in jiu-jitsu, but the main thing is that you just got to compete. And the fact that you're still competing, are you allowed to? Like, did the UFC say, okay, you're allowed to compete in jiu-jitsu on your contract?
My manager said I was allowed to.
That's all that matters, I guess, right?
I asked him first.
And he's like, yeah, you're allowed. I mean, because I don't see why the UFC would allow it, but I'm good for it. Like, I would love to see you in everything. And I would love to see you guys do everything.
You see that they would allow it?
Because it's like, it's their product, you know what I mean? Like Alex, like I said, I'm making jokes, but Alex is the intern. I don't want him working for somebody else. He's doing he's getting my coffee.
Right, but so let's say I go to the Emerald City Invitational and I choke everyone out in the first minute.
Yeah.
And then people are like, "Damn, he's fucking good. I want to watch him fight." And now they're buying the pay-per-views.
I agree. I like it.
Now there's money in their pocket. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. But the UFC, they're known to kind of stop guys from doing certain things. Well, especially at the higher level. Like now, GSP wants to start boxing, and Dana's like, "No, I'm not releasing you from your contract, even if you're." So I guess boxing is a little different because it's more dangerous than jiu-jitsu is. But I could see that whole. I can understand why the UFC would be like, fuck it, I'm not gonna let these guys do it. But for jiu-jitsu, I would just let them do anything. But it's also hypocritical because there's all these guys. There was that tournament, I forgot what it was called, it was the quintet, where it was like teams, and there was a UFC team there. So if you allow them to do it, then why would? Yeah, it's sick.
Yeah,
that concept is
so we spoke about Ortega as a fighter, but we never really spoke about him as a coach. How was he with you guys, and was he the same on and off the camera with you guys?
Ortega was very genuine to me. Like, he always looked out for me. yo, you need anything? Like, he like went out of his way to look out for me. I can't speak about anyone else, you know. But like even after the show, like when the cameras weren't around, he's like, "Hey, if you ever want to come out to LA, here's my address." Blah blah blah. So I can't say a bad thing about it. Now, if other people had different experiences, you know what I mean, I don't know, but I don't know what they're talking about.
How much gear do you get at the Ultimate Fighter? Because you guys wear all the same stuff, but like I figure they give you like 10 t-shirts, 10 shorts.
Bro, the clothes were terrible, like ass. I'm not kidding you. Like the logo's ripped off like the second day wearing it.
Oh, okay, so it's not like Venom or a Reebok. It's just it's just like print screen shit.
The whole time, I literally complained every day. Now the gear they gave us was sick.
Okay, like the gloves and stuff.
Gloves, shin guards. They told us not to bring nothing except a mouthpiece. So they gave us everything else, and that was like we had good ass gear, but the clothing was horrific. I literally complained every day. Like I was like, "You guys are the UFC. Like, how the fuck is our logo rubbing off right now?" And they were like, "Well, a boat got stuck in the Panama Canal," and I'm like, "That's what you're going with. The gear, our clothes are stuck in the Panama Canal right now."
So let's move the show to Panama. You should have said
they
that.
took care of us.
Yeah, for sure. And the house looked every year. I don't know if it's a different house, but it always looks a little bit different. And the house looked. This one looked really sick. Like this one was like top of the line from the ones that I remember.
I loved it. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah. So
it was like a compound.
How many rooms?
There was one room of 4. So what? It's 16 in the house. 16 fighters, right?
Yeah.
So one room of 4, and the rest were rooms of 2. So can you do math?
It's 12. It's 6 rooms, so 6 plus 7.
12.
6 plus 1, 7.
7. Yeah, 7.
All right. You can tell I've never been punched in the face.
It was sick though. The pool was nice. Like everything was pretty. Dude, we actually had like a chipping green out front. They would never let us use it, but.
Well, you're a golfer?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Wow, my eyes just opened up.
Yeah, I could get a couple pars if we go 18 holes.
Yeah. Okay, so you play like what, like high 90s, kind of thing like that?
Oh yeah, I'm not like great, but.
No, I mean either. I'm the same way. I play high 90s.
Good, like, man, you got to put the time in. That as with anything, obviously, but it's hard, man. Like if, I mean, to go like 15 times a year, that's a lot. So like I'll get good at like 3 clubs. Like I can hit my pitch and wedge and my 9-iron, and then like I'll get good with my driver, and then I can't hit woods. You know how it is.
Yeah, I do. I know exactly how it is. So you said it's hard to get out 15 times a year. Last year I got out 50. This year about 20.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm on a weekend.
Every single weekend.
Almost. Yeah, I wasn't working last year, so I took advantage and I said I'm just gonna play golf.
Honestly, it's probably smart.
Yeah.
So we spoke about who do you want to fight next. So you were saying about Luke Rockhold. But if you had a chance, to fight anyone in the middleweight division, like a dream fight, who would it be?
Of all time?
Of all time and current, actually.
There you go.
Tito Ortiz.
That would be great.
Chuck Liddell.
At their peak?
At peak.
At peak? But they never fought in the middleweight division, did they?
They're both 205.
Light heavyweight, yeah. That'd be sick.
I could go up.
How tall are you? Like 6 feet? 6'1"?
Yeah.
That's
6 foot and a quarter inch. Don't fucking short me on that quarter inch, though.
I said 6'1", so.
Yeah, that's good.
It's okay. I'm 5'8" and 3/4. I just say 5'9". It's easier. You round up. That quarter inch always goes a long way, Andre. Between me and you, it goes a long way. It goes a long way.
and what about currents?
Other than Mike Perry.
Current 85-pounders? Dude, I've always been a huge fan of Kelvin Gastelum. Nothing like personal between them, but he's coming off a bunch of losses. I don't know. Maybe like a couple years ago, that would have been
Well, I mean, today for you,
But all his boxing's super legit.
yeah, he's a good fighter.
His wrestling's good. Like,
He's a product of the Ultimate Fighter, and honestly, to the like
the
today,
last pick.
yeah, that's true. Today, you fighting him makes perfect sense. I mean, he's kind of going to be, if you get another win, your next fight could be Kelvin, because he's kind of like that gateway to the top 10. You know, you have to beat him to get in, and that'd actually be a pretty sick fight. I would love to see that fight.
Hell yeah.
All right, man. We appreciate you coming on, buddy. Honestly, it was fantastic. Oh, Alex, go ahead.
I have one last one, actually. What's your favorite cheat meal?
Cheat meal?
Yeah, what's your favorite cheat meal?
Dude, you guys ever had I gotta shout out my sponsor. America's Pie in Westchester has the best flank steak sandwich. It's called the Thomas Win. Bro, it's incredible. It's like spicy mayo, steak, roasted red peppers, Parmesan cheese. It's fucking banging.
What's this
So
place
check out
called?
America's Pie in Westchester.
America's
Pie.
Westchester, New York?
Westchester, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. I've never even been. All right, let's do it.
Well, you're from Pennsylvania. Is that actually better than Philly cheesesteaks?
Fighting words.
Honestly, like, the best Philly cheesesteaks, in my opinion, and he'd probably tell me if I'm like Geno's, like the big name cheesesteaks suck. I think.
I like
think
Pat's
the best-
better anyway.
Yeah, Pat's, they cut up the meat better. I just think that the best cheesesteaks you're gonna get are gonna be in a little like poppy shop on the corner, like in the back where they got a grill in the back. They don't even have a name. You walk back there, they make you a cheesesteak for $6. It's the best cheesesteak you ever have.
And
God damn.
a hoagie, right? You guys call them hoagies.
Yeah.
I will say about the Philadelphia accent, though. The Philadelphia accent is very unique to me, and it's an accent that I've just kind of discovered. Like watching hockey, I've heard like the Boston accent, I've heard like New Jersey, New York, Canadian, all that stuff. But now I just kind of got into like the Philadelphia accent, hearing Eddie Alvarez talk, and there's a few guys that I follow online that like I hear them talk, and I'm like, it's a very unique accent, and I like it. And it's like people that make fun of it, but I like it more than I like a Boston accent.
Yeah, I can dig it.
Yeah, I like the Philadelphia accent. I'm putting it in my top 5 of accents of all time. All right, man. We appreciate you coming on, buddy. It was fantastic talking to you, man. You're a good dude. Cameron, good luck on your fight this weekend. And,
Oh man, I appreciate it, brother.
And when you're out of the fight, man, we'll have you on and we'll talk about it and we'll see who you want to call out next. But you have to call out Andre.
He's got to win, though. Remember that.
Of course, he's got to win. We know he's gonna win. So good luck to Cameron Scalia on your fight this weekend, buddy. Andre, honestly, it was fantastic talking to you, man. Alex and I are both huge fans. So when your next fight's announced, hopefully you come back on and we can talk about it then.
Hell yeah. Thanks for having me.
All right, buddy. Have a good one. Peace. That was awesome talking to Andre. Fantastic. As usual, this episode is brought to you by Mike's BBQ Rub. Visit Mike's BBQ Rub, MTL.com, and use Hot Sauce 10 for 10% off the entire site. That was episode 67. My name is Terry Tam. That was Alex the Intern. Peace.